researching a company. According to an article in the New York Daily News, an anonymous business employer stated, when an applicant shows me he does not know the basics of my business, I do not waste my time with him. I cut the interview short. I don't want him. This is important because we base our entire living off of an income. We base our income off a job, and we base our job off of a successful interview. In order to have a successful interview, you need to know how to research the company. Today I'm going to talk about why it's important to research, what you need to research, how to research, and how to use that research. Why research? Why is it important to know about the company? First, the 5 Ps. That's poor preparation, or proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now, that's pretty much self-explanatory. When you prepare for the interview, you are going to do well in the interview. If the interview asks you a question, it's going to show that you took the initiative to research the company when you are able to provide them with an educated response. This is very much like sports teams. I'm sure all of you know someone who has been scouted for football, basketball, baseball, whatever. You've all known someone who's been scouted in high school, and that scouter goes, they watch the athlete. They see what they're doing right. They research their previous experience. They research their accomplishments, their failures, their entire career in that sport. In this case, you are the scouter and the company is your star athlete. Put it that way. According to the New York Times, according to the New York Times, an entrepreneur is like, they're very narrow-minded about their business. Their business is like their baby. And if you come into an interview not knowing the basics of their business, you're pretty much telling them their baby is ugly. The first impression is incredibly important because you only get one shot. With an interview, if they don't like you, they're not going to call you. If you don't impress them, they're not going to call you. You have one shot to impress them. Next, now that we know why it's important to research, we need to know how you research. According to the Wall Street Journal, there are 2 specific websites that are very good for researching a company. One is called Carroll, which stands for Company Annual Reports Online, and that's exactly what it provides. It provides you annual reports, financial statistics, and other specific information about companies. Hoover's is another really good one. This one is an online business industry, basically, where you can find a bunch of information about over 65 million companies. So that's definitely a good one for insight into the job you're applying for. Current employees. If you don't necessarily know anyone who works there or who has worked there, LinkedIn is a really good website. It can link you with people who are currently employed there or who have been employed there. And it gives you like emails, phone numbers if you want to call them and talk to them about the company, and it's specifically for this reason. Smaller companies don't have as much of a web presence, but you can go online. They usually have at least some type of website. And with smaller companies, it shows real initiative, even though that you went to their small website. So, I mean, if you go in there and talk to them about it, a lot of times if you don't know much about the company, you can ask them and show interest, and that really helps because they are eager to talk about their company. Now that we know how you research, we need to know what you're looking for. First is company goals. If you know what the goals of the company are, you know how your skills are going to help to achieve those goals. And anything that is going to make the job easier for the employer or the interviewer is going to get you the job. Target market, which is the group of the public that is used to, that the company's products are targeted towards, basically. Like Barbies are for little girls, Axe body wash is for like young adult males. If you know the target market, you can tell the company and the employer how you are going to relate to that target market, and it really helps you to know what the target market is when you're in the interview. Promotion opportunities is a really important one, both for the interviewer as well as you. For you, I assume you are going to want to advance sometime in the future, so it's nice to know the promotional opportunities that are offered. For the interviewer, chances are sometime during that interview, they're going to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years? And it would be really good if you could say, you know, I've researched the internal promotions plan you have here, and I see myself here doing this at this company in 15 years. So that's really good to know the promotion opportunities. Also, some interesting facts. You don't necessarily have to know everything about the company. You'll learn that at orientation. But it really does help to know some facts because it shows you have genuine interest in the company versus just seeing it as some other job. Now that you know what to research, it's important to know how to apply it. Don't say bad things. When you go in, don't say, well, I would do this differently in the interview. Don't tell them that you didn't like what they did here, or why did you do this. You need to make sure you show and you're interested in the company and that you think they're doing good things. Don't showcase. Don't go in and show off all the information you've learned, because it doesn't help. It's just going to make you seem arrogant and annoying to the interviewer. You don't want to throw them all this information. Most important is to point out commonalities. If you know what the business wants, what the goals of the business are, then you can point out all your skills you have that coincide with those goals for the business. For example, you can say something like, well, I noticed I was researching, I noticed your business is really good with teamwork. I'm very good on a team. I can work as a team player because so-and-so. And give them examples, and that really helps. So now that you know how to use the research, what to research, and the why to research, that's really going to help you in the future for your interview. Thank you.